I'm Tom Chapman. I'm the founder of the Barber Collective. It started only about 11 months ago. It started off with a passing comment on New World Barbers Facebook group to try and get all the best English and British barbers together to create a lookbook, so a collection of images which everyone was going to donate, and then we were going to get that printed and sell that to raise money for charity. So the next step was to try and find a charity. One of the guys from Ireland, Paul Mack, suggested suicide prevention or suicide awareness, and this is something that's very close to me because I lost a friend about 2 years ago now, and he felt like he couldn't talk to anyone, obviously, but at his funeral the room was packed out. And on that day I said to the guys at the wake that we need to do something for him, to remember him, and it sort of progressed organically into that. So then I started researching suicide prevention, got close to a couple of charities back home, which are Papyrus and Pieta House. And then it sort of evolved into the idea of Barber Talk. So Barber Talk is bespoke training for barbers and how to recognise the signs of depression or potential suicide. Being able to talk and ask the right questions. So direct questions like, are you suicidal or are you depressed, are never asked and often avoided because people don't want to hear. We want to create this non-judgmental, non-clinical environment where people feel safe, and in that barber shop you sit down with that barber and that client and you get a bit of time out from the world. And in this busy lifestyle we have, you don't get half an hour to sit and actually connect with one person, and they trust you and you've known them for a while, so they tend to open up anyway. It's something we deal with for a day-to-day basis. So if we can give people the knowledge and the confidence to ask the right questions and not freak out when they get the answer they might not want, and the knowledge to put them in the right direction. There's so many amazing organisations out there, back in the UK and over here, and it's a real big problem. Someone commits suicide in the US every 12 minutes. That's 38,000 a year, which is huge. So if we can even do 1% of that and save people's lives, and I know back home the model that we put together has actually saved 4 people's lives that we know of. So it's really pushing forward. So the Lions Barber Collective is there to raise awareness and break the stigma and taboo, and Barber Talk is to educate barbers on how to do that.
Hello, my name's Pat Barry. I'm a barber 25 years. I'm based in Ireland, but do a lot of my work in the UK. The Lions Barber Collective was introduced to me by Tom Chapman through social media. Tom asked a number of barbers to get involved for a lookbook, which I thought was a fantastic idea. And then we amalgamated Papyrus and Pieta House, which are based in Ireland, which we met in Dublin, Tom and I, a few weeks after the lookbook was introduced. We believe that we can help people. We spoke with Pieta House and Brian Higgins, who's the CEO of Pieta House, when we met in Dublin quite a number of weeks back. And he conveyed it in a very, very good way. He said, guys, you can be actually the scaffolding to help people. Obviously, we're not counsellors. We're not professionally people that like psychologists or psychiatrists, but we are in a very good position to be able to organically help people in a non-clinical way. And as the scaffolding goes up, we can be the directive through the Barber Talk Training Bespoke program to help people.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Foe, member of the Lions Barber Collective and the Barber Talk program. This means a lot to me. I suffer with bipolar disorder and personality disorder. I have done since I was 14 years of age, but unfortunately I didn't get the correct diagnosis until I was 28 years of age. I feel like with what we're doing, trying to raise awareness and trying to break down the stigma and the taboo, hopefully if people will talk about this and go and get help early on, and we can save a lot of heartache, and it can save a lot of strain on resources for local authorities. I feel people have a connection with their barber, which is kind of different from speaking to your parents or speaking to your pastor or speaking to your peers. Unfortunately, a lot of men, they see talking and admitting problems as a sign of weakness, when really it's not. It's a sign of strength. Because if you can talk about your problems, it's in the past, and you can move on from that. When I first heard on social media about what Tom had set up, and I heard through Pat, I thought, you know what, I'm a barber, I love cutting hair, but I also want to be able to give something back. And if I can, even if I only reach out to a few people, and they can listen to my story and realise that it's not the end of the world, and you can live a kind of healthy, happy life. Then I feel like I've achieved something. The Barber Talk program I think is awesome, and it's about giving the barbers the tools just to be able to recognise if they see a customer come in who's feeling suicidal, or whether it be anxiety or PTSD. It's so important. It's so important to kind of just help people. And like I said, because I've been through it, I know how people feel.
Okay guys, check us out on lionsbarbercollective.com. They've got all our social media links on there. We're pretty active online, so if you want to get in touch with us, go to the website and give us a shout. We want to take this thing worldwide. We've got guys in Canada that are interested. We've got a guy in Australia, obviously all the UK and Ireland, and we've been here in Chicago in the States this week. It's been amazing.
There's been a lot of interest here in Chicago, and it's something that we're hoping to take around the States. We've got a tour coming up later this year of the United States, which is going to be amazing, and in Europe as well, hopefully, and just watch this space.
Everyone can be a part of this. You don't have to be trained professionally at all. As barbers, I mean, you engage with us and become a part of the collective. You're more than welcome to. We love everyone to be a part of it. The more people that are a part of this, the more successful it's going to be, and the bigger it's going to be, and the more people we can help. Because that's what this is all about, effectively, is helping as many people as we can.
Yeah, the biggest part of the Lions is to raise awareness and smash the taboo and stigma that surrounds mental health and suicide, because once we get rid of that stigma, things change, people are okay to talk to one another, and everyone's mental well-being will become a lot better. That's the big thing.
So come join us, guys. Join the Lions Barber Collective and lift the stigma of mental health.
Come join us, check us out, Lions Barber Collective.
Come and join us and smash the stigma and taboo around mental health and suicide with the Lions Barber Collective. Hashtag
Barber Talk.
You did it after 2.
1, 2.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for the 3. Just always a 3. All right, sorry, what do we
Start again?
After 2. Hashtag
Barber
Talk.
Talk.